Hello everyone, we are back here at Universal Studios Hollywood to check out some park updates, have some fun, obviously have another great day here with all the other Grinchmas festivities and everything. We were just here last week and we saw a lot of the Fast and Furious coaster supports, new supports, but there's a lot more staging going on. We also want to focus a little bit on City Walk and the future of City Walk because there's lots of new attractions and shops coming to City Walk. So with that being said, let's go get in and have a great day here at the park. And if you guys are new here and you enjoy this video, please leave it a like at the end. The likes really help our channel out a whole lot. So please, if you enjoy this video at the end, drop us a like and subscribe if you're new here. So right now, as we stand here, it looks like they're moving something. That's so funny seeing that like swing around. It's a little bit windy this morning, but I know, let's find out funny. Usually you see these cranes moving like giant stuff. Not stuff that's spinning around like that, but I did come on like a very much of a hot set day, and that's because the news was here this morning, so there's like a whole, like the Grinchmas area is roped off right now. But I saw, or actually Rob told me about it, he saw them featuring Universal Studios Hollywood on the news this morning, and there's a bunch of hot set signs all over City Walk as well. Good morning, Mr. Snowman. It is the perfect weather for you this cold California. But now that they have wrapped up the whole news event, Whoville is open and it's ready for people to come on in and meet the Grinch, which is already a 40-minute wait. The park just opened like 5 minutes ago. Kind of crazy. We'll be back here a little bit later once we get more Who's out here. But yeah, if you want to get like a full breakdown of Grinchmas, we did that in our last week's video. It's a fun time. Headed on down to the lower lot right now because I want to talk about what I think could be going on with the Hill project. So this is the whole Hill project that I'm talking about right here. Since haunt season ended, everything, as far as the trees go, has been like broken down, completely leveled out, and the project goes all the way back there, you can see. Now, like I said, there's lots of rumors and stuff like that about what this could be. Obviously, number one, I think that it has a lot to do with, they had to put some like beams up to kind of prevent the hill from, I guess, sliding down. I mean, that's just what my guess is, because why else would those random beams be there other than that? And I feel like now they're kind of fixing that to where that won't happen in a couple years, because it is odd with Universal being built on a hill. There's a lot that goes into that, including maintaining what could be affected in the long run. So I think that's what they're doing here, is they're really doing like a long-term project with this. But of course, that could also mean that they're putting something new here. I don't know, everyone, I'm just spitballing here, but speaking of them just kind of clearing out this hill and making it more safe for everybody, there's also the potential of them planning to build something here. Like, obviously we see them building an actual coaster on the hill above us. The possibilities are endless. If they're able to do that, what are they able to do down here? Could they be eventually planning to flatten this out? That'd be a really tough task to do. Or could it be a part of a big lower lot expansion? Who knows? You got to think, like, even like with the Simpsons ride, that is also built on a hill, and that works out well because it's a giant theater. I'm just saying there's a lot of possibilities for what they could be doing here. One could say that, yeah, it could be an attraction, it could be a land, it could be all those things. But right now I think they're in the early phases. But to completely write off Universal and be like, this is just a maintenance thing, or this is just something for the environment, I think that it's a lot more than that. I really do. I think since I made my way down here, I'm going to take a little morning ride on Transformers the Ride. I haven't been on this in such a long time, so why not? Only 10 minutes. Gotta love a morning at Universal when you just walk right through the queue like this and there's no waiting at all. Imagine if this ride was built like nowadays with the technology that they have, and we see like a giant like Decepticon or just any Transformer as an animatronic in the queue. That would be nuts. One day, one could hope. Yeah, touching up on that point a little bit more, I love Transformers Ride. It's actually a really good attraction. But just imagine if they're able to like redo that with today's technology. What they could do, I mean, you saw what they did with the same ride system in the Jurassic attraction overseas. What they could do with this one would be really impressive. I don't know, one day. Transformers is still pumping out movies, so you never know. I've come over here in the Mummy queue and you can see all the construction walls blocking off that hill project. Usually you'd be able to see like the back area over there, but now it's all blocked off and it goes all the way down over here. This is also used as like an extension to the queue for dead exposure. But I feel like I'll bore the hell out of you guys if I keep talking about dirt and a hill. So with that being said, let's go check out some other updates around the park. So Universal Studios Hollywood actually just revealed their calendar of events for 2025. And this is perfect that I just got this press release while filming this video, because I'm like, oh, something to share with you guys. With that calendar of events is also Halloween Horror Nights dates, but kind of let's break down some of the events that they have on this list. So like I said, this is for Universal Studios Hollywood. So we have the Pass Member bonus benefits from February 1st to March 20th. And then we have Butterbeer season, which is something that they did last year, March 1st till May 31st. And then we have the highly anticipated Universal Fan Fest nights from April 25th until May 18th. That's a separately ticketed event. It's gonna be really like interesting stuff there, really interesting IPs there. You have Back to the Future, you have different animes there. So I'm really excited to see what happens with that special event. We also have another Pass Member collectible giveaway May 1st through May 31st, and then they have the Pass Member Takeover in June, and then a brand new summer event. There's no details as far as what this summer event is, however we know a new summer event is coming from June 14th until August 10th. I do think since they did like the 60th anniversary for the studio tour last year, I think that we could probably see some returning stuff for this summer event. Obviously it's not going to be the 60th anniversary anymore, but I definitely think that could probably be what they're hinting at. It's like some returning stuff from that, like the photo ops and everything. All right, but then you also have the 4th of July celebration, which is on 4th of July, obviously. Back to Hogwarts, which is like kind of a little special thing that they did this year, where they had like some special deals on back to school merchandise that was themed to Harry Potter. This time it looks like they're doing like a mini event from August until September 1st. And then we have obviously HHN dates. So HHN Hollywood is officially kicking off on September 4th this year and will run until November 2nd. Of course, the holidays return for next year, 2025, November through December, and then the Holiday Park Takeover and New Year's Eve. But yeah, very exciting 2025 year for Universal Studios Hollywood. I really like how they revealed the calendar of events as well as HHN dates already.
What a great cheap trick! With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looks around, but since reindeer are scarce, they were not to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead.
Transitioning over to the overlook here of the Fast and Furious coaster, looks like there's a lot of active work going on what looks to be preparation for some more support columns. Obviously, it's kind of hard to tell whether or not there will be support columns there, but over time we'll start to see more stuff pop up. But yeah, lots of active work going on since it is a weekday. That's usually when they get a lot of the work done. And then if you look to the actual building, the loading station and everything, you can kind of make out some detail. Very, very small detail, which is crazy that they're starting to add detail to the building. Yeah, all this work going on is, I mean, there's a lot of construction workers working on this right now, even all the way at the bottom of the hill towards where there's not really any supports at all. Here's a really zoomed in look at the front-facing area of the giant load station. Obviously, you can kind of make out some of the shaping here. Just see how big it is. outside of the park. I hope you guys enjoyed all the different updates and everything for Fast and Furious, and just some fun Grinchmas Cindy Lou Who story time. But gonna take a stroll through City Walk because there is some new stuff coming, slash some new stuff already built, slash some stuff that could be built. One of the more notable additions here is going to be Insomnia Cookies. This is a cookie place that's usually open pretty darn late. I'm talking about like midnight. I don't know if those are going to be the hours here, but I do know that Insomnia is a very, very popular cookie joint. I mean, obviously you have like Crumble Cookies, which is super popular, and I would argue that Insomnia is just as popular. Their whole thing is being open late. You know, when you get those sudden cravings at night and you want a cookie, Insomnia is a place to go. So yeah, they'll be opening right next to the Super Nintendo World store here at City Walk. And then you also have this building right here, which has closed recently. There's a sign right there. This building used to be a restaurant, and you know, this is right across the theaters. Lots of rumors suggest that this could potentially be Cowfish. I've seen rumors talking about that. Cowfish, which is currently in Orlando, which would be really cool to see Cowfish come here, but I would assume whatever they're gonna put here in City Walk will be another restaurant. I don't foresee them putting like a gift shop here. They already got plenty of those. I think this would be a restaurant, because I feel like that's what Universal here needs, is more restaurants, and more like up-to-date restaurants. Perhaps the most notable addition to City Walk though is this big Epic Universe store showcasing all the different Epic Universe lands and merchandise. Like right as soon as you walk in, there's the map of Epic Universe and exactly all the lands that are going to be there, and we're presented with some generic Epic Universe merch as soon as we walk in, Spirit jersey, keychains and whatnot. And then while yes, they do have like generic Epic Universe stuff, they also have land specific stuff, so like the Wizarding World, Dark Universe, How to Train Your Dragon, and Nintendo merch, which you can find everywhere at Universal Studios Hollywood. And then of course one of the big attractions that's coming, well, moved away from that chaos because it was super loud where I was standing right there. But they are putting an escape room here, multiple escape rooms I should say. There's a Scooby-Doo escape room, Pirate's Curse, Lost City, and looks like they are still working on a lot of the building, but this is gonna be a really big attraction. There's gonna be so many different escape rooms, and I'm really excited to try that Scooby-Doo one. I think that one's gonna be so much freaking fun. But everyone, that pretty much sums up our visit here to both City Walk Hollywood and Universal Studios Hollywood. Lots of fun new changes. Of course, we will be doing a lot more updates and stuff like that. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button with those bell notifications on and leave this video a like if you did enjoy it. My name is Scott. You've been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key. Most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.